What's up, Knights? In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Star Wars The Balck Series Revenge of the Sith Obi Wan Kenobi figure. We have been eagerly awaiting this guy, or at least a remake of him for like 10 years. Just like the Anakin Skywalker figure, we've been waiting a long time for this figure. So I am very excited to crack this figure open. But I did get this figure for $24.99 on Amazon.com. I do believe he is still in stock right now. There's an affiliate link down in the description if you wish to purchase from that. That does help out the channel. But I do think he might be $29.99 currently, at least as of recording this video he was. I don't know, I'll put it up on the screen. So if you do want to order him, be aware that he might be $5 more expensive, or you can go check your local GameStop, Toys R, you don't have Toys R Us probably, Walmart, GameStop, Target, all the places. Check those places. If they don't have them, maybe ordering them from Amazon's not too bad of an idea. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into the box. Now, first off, of course, starting and taking a look at the box of the figure, you've got the really nice Balck Series, Star Wars The Balck Series logo up here. You have the Obi Wan Kenobi nameplate as well. He is number 4 in the Revenge of the Sith line, what movie he's from. You got this beautiful art of Obi Wan Kenobi. It does also go very nicely with the 2 other figures released in the wave, Anakin and, of course, the clone lieutenant. This looks so cool. This is so awesome. But on the back of the box, you do have the picture, the number again, what he's about, who he is, the nameplate. You got some other things, the top, the bottom, the other side, and that's about it for the Balck Series boxes, man. That's about it. That's about it, I'm telling you. Wait, what? Did they not paint the top of the hilt? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. That's actually kind of crazy. Oh, I thought I broke it. Cuddy. There we go. Oh, good as new. Perfect. Woo! Okay, so this figure is actually really darn cool. I'm really digging this figure. I'm really liking, honestly, I might be liking this a little bit more than the Anakin figure. If you haven't seen the video on Anakin, go check it out, because that figure's pretty darn cool. But this figure, I don't know, I'm digging it just a little bit more off of the first impressions. The colors, the tans, the browns, the skin texture, the skin color, everything about this really just looks super duper high quality and good. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at the figure a little bit more in depth. Now, starting off with, of course, this head sculpt. While I don't think that this is their absolute best Obi-Wan likeness, I don't think it's their best Ian McGregor oh boy, Ian McGregor likeness. I think that was one of the Kenobi figures, probably the Jabim Kenobi was their best one, or one of the Kenobi guys, but this is not a half bad one at all. Oh, this is a really good look. The only thing is his beard does look very pixelated up close. You're not going to notice that one bit from far away. I don't know if they have a wash. It does look like they maybe have, yeah, they've got a little bit of a wash on the hair, bringing out some of those details. He does look really nice and matte. He's got a really nice, just really nice detail, really nice coloring all over. The arms are very simple. They're just the Jedi clothed arms. Something that's really cool on the arms is they did actually sculpt the arm itself in his little Jedi robe here, as well as put a ball joint up there, which is really cool. I guess this is kind of an articulation thing, but I just thought that was a really cool extra detail. And they did something very similar on the Anakin figure. That was definitely something they didn't have to do, but they did, and it makes the figure all the better for it. The belt as well is also super duper nice. They didn't really miss anything. They even got these little buttons, which is super duper cool. Super duper apparently is the word, the word of the day. But this is just a really cool figure. Oh, they did miss a little bit. Oh my goodness, it's the worst figure ever. I can't believe it, they missed some. Oh, how dare they. The back of the legs also look really cool. The front of the legs look really cool. There's some nice texturing. Now, there is one thing. What? No, they did skip out on the articulation. The thigh swivel, as Hasbro seems to like to do now, even though it's hidden, so they don't have an excuse, but, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. The boots of the figure are really nice. It's very simple, not a wash or anything on them, but doesn't mean they look any less cool. This is just a really great looking figure all the way throughout. Now, for articulation for this figure, it is pretty darn good. If you have the Anakin or you've seen videos on him, you pretty much know this guy's articulation scheme. It is incredibly similar, although it isn't exact. Something that is really cool, and I kind of jumped over this. before, but these are actually, this is actually kind of a soft material, almost like the Maximum Series Hulk, if you're a Marvel Legends guy, or even the other Anakin Skywalker figure. It's a softer material to get out of the way of the nice butterfly joint, which is super duper cool. They did not have to do that, but that is just a really cool detail. Okay, now actually onto the articulation. There's a dumbbell joint at the base of the neck, as well as a dumbbell joint at the top of the head, giving you, oh my goodness, all that, like, hello there, tilts and everything. There is, obviously, the dumbbell joints, as well as hinge and swivels. There is a hinge and swivel at the elbow, which gets you, honestly, not much. Only 90 is not the best. Anakin Skywalker, the Anakin figure, was doing way better than this. Oh my, that is not bad. That is not bad articulation. At least he can do 90, but I would have liked past 90, especially since Anakin can do that. And then, of course, as I mentioned earlier, there are ball joints up in there, coming down to the arm, which is in a trigger finger hand, or even a little bit of a kind of hello there, or force hand, which is really darn cool. I wish he came with the blaster so he could be so uncivilized. Coming down to the actual waist section, there is a ball joint in there, which gets you some nice hula hooping action. There's also a ball joint at the thigh, as well as no swivel, come on. But that's okay, because you can kind of fake a swivel a little bit. There's enough room in there for a swivel, as well as the single cut at the knee, getting you, honestly, some decent range. That's not bad. I think 90 for a knee is not too bad. There is also a boot cut, if you like the boot cut joints. I actually kind of do. And then there's also the hinge and swivel, as well as the forward-facing pin for the rocker, and that is on both legs. So this is a really good articulation scheme for any Jedi, but Obi-Wan, you definitely want to have him doing some crazy hello there action poses, and this one will 100% get you that. Now, for the lightsaber accessory for Obi-Wan, this is probably not to go negative, not to be that negative guy. Probably one of the worst lightsaber accessories we've ever had for an Obi-Wan figure. They did not do a good job painting this at all. I'm not a huge, lightsaber fanatic. I don't study all the lightsabers, but I do know that's supposed to be gray. I don't think, I'll throw up a reference photo. As you can see, that is supposed to be gray. Even this black section might supposed to be gray too. I don't know. I do think that the bottom section is supposed to be black. Why they cast this in a black plastic, I honestly have no clue. You're gonna have to ask Hasbro. I like the blue. The blue color of the saber is really good. It's nice and warm, but you can actually also remove it, as you can with pretty much every Black Series figure that comes with a lightsaber now. And you do get, obviously the feature where you can take it and you can plug it on the figure. Does he have a hole? Yes, he does. I thought they almost just forgot to include the hole. There we go. So you can do that, and it does look good. Why isn't that painted? Come on, Hasbro. It's such a simple detail. But overall, the accessory isn't horrible. It's just probably not the best Obi-Wan accessory. And now, of course, getting him into the classic Obi-Wan pose, you can do it. But I'm not gonna lie, it's not the easiest to get him into this pose. It's not the most fluid either. This is not a perfect pose. For how good at posing the Anakin figure was, not really being able to get this guy into kind of his classic pose in a super natural looking way. I mean, this isn't a bad way. It doesn't look totally unnatural, but I have to say, this figure is not quite as good when it comes to posing in the likes to Anakin and maybe a few other Jedi we've gotten. But still not bad, it's just not great. Now for height comparisons, here we have Anakin next to Obi-Wan, or Obi-Wan next to Anakin, and these figures look really darn good together. Is this the proper scale for either one of these figures? I don't know, honestly. If it is, I will throw it on the screen. If not, Hasbro, what are you doing? Come on, come on. First Balin and Shin, now these guys. I don't know, or it might not be a problem at all. So maybe it's all good. Oh man, this is quite throwback. Obi-Wan from 2014, looking a bit rough. Actually, this is, I think, the 2021 re-release of him with the photo reel, but still, looking a bit rough in comparison to the new one. The new one's proportions, everything about the new one looks so much better. If you want to see a video comparing these guys, subscribe, because that might be coming in the near future, but I think that this definitely works if you wanted like an evolution of Obi-Wan shelf, and had like all the Obi-Wan figures together. You could definitely do that. with this figure. Now, overall, at the end of the day, is this a good Obi-Wan figure? 100% yes. 150%. This is a fantastic Obi-Wan figure. The accessories might be a bit of a debate. The accessory is not the best. Definitely not the best Obi-Wan accessory, and really not the best accessory in general. It misses a lot of the paint. It doesn't really look accurate. The color of the blue is nice, but other than that, I'd say that this is kind of a bust of an accessory. I'm not gonna lie. I don't mean to be that guy, but we've seen better accessories. They know how to do better. They've been doing Obi-Wan lightsabers for years now. They know how to make them good, and this is definitely not it. So, boo him in the comments, guys. Boo him, boo Hasbro. But for the most part, the rest of the figure itself, oh, muy guapo, so good. It is such a good figure. It looks great, poses great, genuinely feels great. There's so much genuine ingenuity behind the design of this guy with some of the more unique things, the way his articulation works. I do wish he had a little bit more articulation in the arms, but for the most part, I really have enjoyed this figure. And he's definitely a worthy addition to my collection. Is he a worthy addition to yours? That is up for you to decide. But if you do decide, you know, gotta plug it. Of course, there will be an affiliate link down in the description if you do wish to help out the channel. And if you do want to find him, there are, of course, showing up in retail stores, so you might be able to find him at your local Target, Walmart, GameStop, or any other place that you might shop. And with that being said, that's about it. That's about it. I give this figure at least 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 because of the lightsaber, but it's a darn good figure. And that's about it. So as always, have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.